Welcome back. You're still with us on Startup Street. Mortgage lender LoanKuber has raised $3.5 million in a funding round led by Singapore-based venture capital firm TRTL Ventures and existing investor Inflection Point Ventures. The round, a mix of equity and debt, also saw contributions from Oxano, Let's Venture, Mavuka Capital and prominent angel investors including Ruchi Deepak of ACO, Prashant Tanjan of 1MG and Pankaj Vermani of Clovia. Founded in 2017, LoanKuber is a non-banking finance company specializing in mortgage loans for micro, small and medium enterprises and semi-skilled professionals, particularly in underserved regions of the country. Joining me now to discuss this further is Soumya Nagpal, the co-founder of LoanKuber. Soumya, thank you so much for taking time out and being here with us on Startup Street. You know, like I just said, you provide formal mortgage finance to MSMEs at the bottom of the pyramid. How are you using tech to ensure that the most underserved parts of India are gaining access to essential financial services? Can you take us through what you have on offer?
Thanks a lot for having me on. So, Arundhati, what we do at LoanKuber is we enable access to formal credit for those at the bottom of the pyramid. So when we say that, what we mean is very small business owners who might be earning between, let's say, 20,000 to 50,000 in monthly household income. Now, these enterprises often face challenges in accessing formal credit due to one of two reasons. Either a large percentage of their but they're not so documents that are
Soumya, we seem to have lost you there on the line. So we'll just try to dial Soumya in again. But just to, sort of recap what LoanKuber does, it has raised $3.5 million from TRTL Ventures and Inflection Point Ventures. It is a company that gives formal mortgage lender and mortgage credit to MSMEs against owned residential collateral. And it also makes mortgage lending more accessible and affordable for MSMEs. Now, the company is also going to use these funds to sort of expand its assets under management, improve technological infrastructure as well, among other things that it's going to use the funds for. And also one of the unique things about the company is that they have women on 100% of the loans that they give out. They co-lend with women signing on that. And, she's the best to explain why they do this in such a manner. But the other investors also include Oxano, Let's Venture, Mavuka Capital. And I think we have Soumya back on the line. Soumya, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Great. If you could just sort of, tell us again what it is that LoanKuber does and how it's helping the underserved parts of the country.
Sure. So what we're trying to solve for is access to formal credit for very small businesses. So these are business owners who might be earning between 20,000 and 50,000 rupees in monthly household income. And the challenges that they face in getting access to credit is because either they may not have a bank account and a large percentage of their business would be being conducted in cash, or they may have a bank account, but it would not be being used regularly, which leads to a very thin paper trail, right? So in addition, they may not have access to formal income documents that are required. So what we've done at LoanKuber is we've developed an in-house credit model, which helps us estimate these cash flows much better, combining data as well as our knowledge of these local micro markets where these enterprises operate. And so we're able to underwrite these loans much better and give them access to public credit.
Absolutely. So, you've raised this $3.5 million, right? Can you tell me what the funds will go towards? Obviously, bolstering your tech infra, new services and stronger teams are in focus, right? If you could quickly elaborate on your plans.
Sure. So, Arundhati, since we've been profitable and we have been profitable for the past couple of years now, a large portion of this, in fact, almost all of it would go towards expanding our assets under management. So we want to penetrate deeper into our current target geographies, that is Uttar Pradesh, Delhi, Haryana. Now, this involves setting up branches as well as strengthening our digital acquisition infrastructure in these states.
All right. And how many branches do you currently have and how many do you hope to expand it by?
So we have 8 branches currently. We plan to open a couple of branches every quarter for this fiscal year. And next fiscal year onwards, that would go up to 4 or 5 a quarter.
All right. And I just want to put light on your customers, right? Notably, your customers include women applicants on 100% of their loans, with 70% of your customers having a monthly household income of less than 50,000 rupees. So if you could take us through the kind of customers you're serving and how are you empowering them with your credit services? What's the typical size of the loans as well that is taken?
Sure. So a key feature of our underwriting is that we don't just underwrite an individual, we underwrite the entire household. This helps ensure that women also have a say in financial decisions, and it also helps build good credit behavior. So the loan size that we have identified as being very underserved is between 3 lakhs to 10 lakhs. Now, the use case here typically is that a small business owner would want to expand their business, which involves a significant outlay of between 4 lakhs to 5 lakhs. This is where they face issues in accessing credit, and that is the gap that we want to fulfill.
All right. And your assets under management that you were talking about currently stands at approximately around 93 crore rupees. How do you plan to scale this up? Because you're looking to grow it by 180 crore rupees in the next 12 months, right? So how are you planning on doing that? And what's the NPA picture?
Sure. So we have a hybrid acquisition strategy. We have branches, low-cost branches on the ground, as well as digital acquisition through paid search marketing, as well as a customer referral channel that we're seeing very good traction from recently. So those would be the two focus areas. About 20-30% would be from digital channels and the remaining through branches.
All right. Okay. And, you did mention your low-cost model. That has obviously enabled you to turn profitable. And you mentioned you've been profitable for about 2 years now. So if you take us through your revenues, where do you plan to, end this year? And are you on track to maintain this profitability going forward? Also, where will the next leg of growth come from?
Sure. So in terms of revenue, we ended FY24 at around 17 crores in revenue with a PAT of about 1.5 crores. And in the current financial year, FY25, we will be more than doubling the revenue and more than doubling the PAT as well. So we envisage that we will be delivering ROEs of close to 10% in the financial year FY25.
All right, Soumya. So big plans there, and we wish you all the best on this journey. But thank you so much for being here with us on Startup Street today.
Thanks for having me on.
Well.